If politics is the game of numbers, our guest today is the ultimate number maker in the political environment of Ibadan and Oyo State. We have the pleasure today of having as our guest Alagba Alhaji Lamidi Adedibu.
Thank you very much and good afternoon.
My colleague on this occasion is Mr. Diron Odeyemi, the UK editor of the Nigerian Tribune.
Good afternoon, viewers. We're happy to be here again today. Baba, we're happy to see you again in London. The first question I want to ask you is, there are lots of beliefs about who Alhaji Lamidi Adedibu is. Some people believe Alhaji Lamidi Adedibu is an illiterate. Some says he's a political jobber. Some says he's a political talk. Some says he's not learned. Who is Alhaji Adedibu, by the way?
To everyone who is Alhaji Adedibu, I'm happy to bear all that names, because after all, I succeeded. In all these, I succeeded. I've sat down and nominated candidate to be in that position or this position. Through the help of God, I started my political career in 1951. Today in the country, in our country in Nigeria, I haven't seen anybody whom we started together and still functioning as I am today. So whatever name anybody call me, I say I thank God for it.
It is known that you make and unmake political office holders in Oyo State, Nigeria, and that nobody could become anybody in Southwest Nigeria today without putting you in the picture of his political allies. However, some believe that the very hand with which you mete out favors to people, you sometimes use it to hard do them. What would be your response to the fact that you make people and you sometimes make life somewhat frustrating for them when they are in government?
They tell a lot of lies against me. God is the Almighty God that does things. I can't put anybody in position except God's who wish. But when God does so, I have to continue thanking Almighty God, who wish to put that person there. Some are ungrateful, some are grateful. And many are grateful, just few of them are ungrateful. I have no interference to tell anybody how to run his administration, because I knew nothing about the administration. My concern is political success. I will advise anybody in power that this is politics. You should follow political pattern on which we made promise before you were appointed, whatever position you are. So whatever happened with his administration is responsible for it. It's not my concern. So people say I'm a dictator. I can't dictate to anybody. I can dictate to anybody on political issues, because I have the last say on political decision in Oyo State today. So whoever I give advice to, do this on politics, not on administration. Not on administration. So they are mixing two things together. It is separate. Political advice is completely different to administrative advice. I don't give advice on administration. I give my own advice on political issues, on the issue relevant to politics.
Succeeding, so to say, in ensuring that whoever wants to be the governor in Oyo State comes under your roof. Now, what is the formula for this success? How have you been able to manage or conduct this election in such a way that whoever is your candidate must emerge victorious?
I will attribute the success to Almighty God. God does things, as I've said once. Nobody is perfect, that I can do this, I can do that. It is only God. And once you now attribute to yourself that it is you that you are doing it, you are trying to annoy God. God wants them there, but they pass through me to get what they want. That is what I can say about that.
So how did they pass through you? That is, what are the system?
Well, let us put it as an example now. If you want to eat, you are feeling hungry to eat, you will be looking for where you are going to get food. They know it is when they come to me before they can get what they want. They have their own plan before they come. Now that I've been here, within the last 48 hours, I've received more than 8 or 10 people. They want to be honorable member, a senator, they want to be governor, and so on. So they know, they know I'm coming. They knew, they have the information that I'm coming. And they will come back home to join me. God, if he wants them there, he will put them there.
Daddy, I really have to ask you this question because we have been talking somewhat in the general before, but I want to go to a very specific instance now. The incumbent governor of Oyo State was once your political son. And along the line, when he became the governor of Oyo State, he at some point alleged that you literally wanted to appoint all the members of his cabinet for him. And because of that, he had to confront you and tell you that you could have helped him, but he would love to run his administration his own way. And since then, although ostensibly there seemed to be a peace of a sort now, but everybody knows that he is falling out of favor with you. And maybe that is why a lot of people are now trooping into your London holiday suite to beg to query to query the office at the next election. But what would be your response to the relationship between yourself and Alaji Adedibu, Alaji Ladoja, sorry, and would you be supporting Ladoja if he would want to run in 2007?
People are saying that the disagreement started on the appointment of his cabinet. It is not correct. The cabinet was 15 commissioners. He took a list of 12 out of the commissioners from me, from my house, and he really appointed them. Because it is not me that really appointed those people. I made consultation with the leaders of the people in their respective constituency whom they want. They submitted the names to me, and I gave it to him. Actually, those are 12 names. Then on his own, he appointed 3 more. That was how he had 15 commissioners. I swear in the name of God, that is exactly the truth. What people are saying that it is a cabinet issue, is not. Again, he is an ingrate. There's no doubt about that. He is an ingrate. You see, he knew what he was doing in the sense that he wanted to become governor, and he knew that it's never happened in Oyo State that you will be governor for 2 times in Oyo State. It's impossible. It is once. So if he has the opportunity,
why is that?
That is how we are. You have Bolagi. You know his political cloud. You know how important Bolagi was. You know his political and his association with Awolowo. He couldn't make it second time. Udunoyo is there. Kolapo Shola, Lam Adesina. So he cannot. He knew that well, be better for him to grab what he wanted to grab and run away with it. That after all, he's not coming back again. That is the best answer that I can say to it, because he's an enemy of every leaders of the party. He sat down one day and he said he expelled me and expelled Adeojo from the party. How can a reasonable person sit down and do that? he knew he was going. The date is nearer now that he will be leaving the office. He can't come back there. So, and he doesn't want anybody to share out of the booty he made.
But is it good for your state that you don't have governors running the whole org for the constitutional provision they could enjoy?
They can't have it. They can't have it. Even those that did well couldn't have it. Talk less of a failure.
Why can't they have a second term if they perform very well? Because it is this performance that should be the ticket for a second term.
And it is good for the masses.
And it is good for the masses. And, I want to ask again, sir. You are saying Ladoja cannot come back, and some people are saying they want Ladoja back. I foresee a kind of a crisis between the two, and the crisis is not going to be between yourself in person and Ladoja in person. It's good. Some people are going to do the battle. How do we reconcile this that bloods are not shed during election?
I think you are one of us. You are one of us, and you know our system. Even Lam Adesina, who is political history is known to everybody. His political connection and so on, and now waste, can lose election with all he did. He was taking less than 900 million a month. He did all what we can show to people that this is what Lam Adesina did. This one is taking over 2.5 billion every month. He has nothing to show to the people. Yet Lam Adesina lost the election. When I say he would not return, he was not returned. Talk less of this. Whoever is agitating that they are supporting Ladoja, they are saying it privately. They can't come out and tell the people that they want Ladoja. Who is Ladoja?
So it is a political reality now that Alhaji Ladoja should be bidding his people in Oyo State farewell because he is not going to be the next governor of Oyo State in 2007.
Knows better than anybody. Ladoja knows better than anybody, and that is why he decided not to give anybody chance to talk to him, to have any benefit. He gave no benefit to anybody, not only our own side, to everybody. To everybody. He's so greedy that if nobody benefited, his deputy governor, all his commissioners, and so on, they are just there by name. He grabbed everything and his son, and so on. He's facing a case now. They have adjourned the case till on July 13. Maybe we may leave the office earlier than expectation. And his deputy will succeed him in office. Then the people of Oyo State will feel better.
Do you want that, sir?
I'm praying to God to do that. Yes, because I want relief for the people of Oyo State. They are handicapped now by this man. Nobody benefited anything.
We should draw a kind of a line between achievement and what people are benefiting. When we are talking of Ladoja, can we look at him in two perspectives? The first one is he doing what is he fulfilling the expectation of the people, apart from satisfying the pocket of politicians? There are two issues. How do you reconcile that, sir?
Instead of doing something good to the people, it was destroying what Chief Awolowo and others has made for the people of Oyo State. Let me just give you one example. The first week of January 1952, when Chief Awolowo resumed office as leader of the government, they established House of Chiefs, first in its kind in Africa, House of Chiefs. And we have 22 rulers before Ladoja. Before Ladoja, Awolowo, Akitola, Bolagi, and so on, 22 of them. It is Ladoja that made it 22. He has completely abolished House of Chiefs. We don't have House of Chiefs today in Oyo State. Out of 36 states of Nigeria states, only Oyo State does not have House of Chiefs. That's an example.
House of Chiefs.
Yes, we don't have in Oyo State. We don't have. It's just an example of what is happening in Oyo State. So he cares less about the affair of people living, talk less of an individual. So it is the two together. It is the two together. Like giving a looking glass to a blind man. The man wanted money there, and he has been making money. He has decided that he's living. So no matter whatever you say, if you abuse him, you abuse his father, he cares less. He will tell you later that he's not interested in contesting election. He won't be ready to contest election. He knew they won't vote for him. Nobody has done well and come back, talk less from somebody who has never done well.
At that juncture, sir, I need to ask you this question, and I know you would see the humility with which I'm asking the question. Maybe this is the end result of Oyo State having a powerful political player like you. Like you rightly said, no governor has ever made it in Oyo State. And that is as a result of the fact that people like you, especially yourself, sir, because if you had wanted any governor to have the second term, that governor would have the second term. It is obvious. People know you are the ultimate political power maker in Oyo State. Now, because they know, or because Alhaji Ladoja knows, that come to think of it, it is in the tradition of Alhaji Adedibu not to do business again with an incumbent governor. So why should I bother to serve the people? Let me use this opportunity, like you said. I don't have any information to that effect. Like you said, let me use this opportunity to gobble up everything and greedily walk away. Would you now review this strategy if you were to now come across somebody who the people say is performing?
We should settle down to have it for 4 years. Yeah, one time each. According to Yoruba proverb, when the position belongs to everybody. So we have to settle down to that. That once you are there for 4 years, you go to your house. Allow another person to come there. Why should it be 8 years? It's too much.
Daddy, what would be the fate of the people then, the electorate, the millions of people who suffer bad roads, who suffer lack of water, who suffer the deplorable state of basic amenities? This 4-year arrangement will never let anybody who loves the people come into play. As a governor in your state, what would be your response, sir?
Well, we should leave that in the hand of God. Even if 6 months, somebody who is willing to take care of the people, 6 months is enough. Talk less of 4 years. If really they want to work for the benefit of the people, 6 months is enough. They know what to do. They know the answer of what the people are requesting. So it is, they have intention to go there and steal money. That is all their problem. If not so, you see, if you move out and see what other governors are doing, they are performing wonderfully. You understand me? If Obasanjo visits us now, we have nothing to show that this is what we have done. We have to show. The man is collecting 2.5 billion every month.
2.5 billion naira?
Yes, every month. He has collected over 83 billion. We haven't seen any change in the Oyo State. It is the house of everybody. You are there, he is there, everybody can see what has he been able to do. Than that he has destroyed all the structure he met when in place. So, well, 4 years is enough. It's enough.
I want to ask, what is your relationship with the president at the present moment? Because there was a rumor, I want to call it a rumor, that at the time, especially before Governor Ladoja was elected, when there was a kind of a political crisis between AD and PDP, and Obasanjo had to come to Ibadan to caution you, not to constitute yourself as a nuisance to the people of Oyo State, and that there was a kind of an encounter between the two of you. Could you please let the public know what really happened at that meeting?
What really happened? It was a very interesting story. Well, Ladoja wanted to erect his own billboard at the roundabout of the secretariat in Oyo State. And he telephoned me, Babami, I want you to come and commission this thing. We went there, and I told your boys, all these reporters, I said, well, this is Lam Adesina's billboard. We are erecting this today. They should not touch it. Because this has been there since year 2000. And we are erecting this now in the year 2003. Warn Lam Adesina and his supporter not to touch it. If they touch it, there's going to be crisis. Well, 6 days after, Ladoja phoned me. He said they have removed his signboard. Then I sent all my boys out throughout Oyo State that they should remove everything belonging to Lam Adesina. If they see Oyo State fake, they should seize it. They should seize it. I said they should seize it. They should not allow them to move freely. Then the Lam went to Abuja, and the president phoned that he will be coming to Ibadan. He will be coming to Ibadan, that we should meet him at the presidential lodge at the airport in Ibadan. Well, about Abasojo himself, the head of state, Lam Adesina, the governor of Oyo State, our leader, Chibode George, Baba Alayande, they were expecting me. I came late. So Abasojo was annoyed that after he came all the way from Abuja personally to see me, and I have to disappoint him, I came late about 25 minutes. They said they should open the meeting. He was very, very annoyed. He was abusing Ladoja when I opened the door. Rasheed, go by. Then I opened the door. I said, what is here? What is happening? What is really happening? He said, Baba Adedibu, what is happening in Oyo State? I said, there's nothing. He said, you are, how old are you now? How old are you? I said, why are you asking me that type of question? You send money to me. You gave me $500,000 for my birthday. If you don't know my age, why do you send money? Are you just giving everybody money like that? I said, well, you know my age. You gave me money for my birthday, so you're supposed to know. He said, why I asked you this question is that at the age of 76, you are the one causing problem in the whole of Oyo State. We have intelligence report that said you are causing trouble. I said, I'm a real Ibadan man, and we always cause trouble. That is our name. So by telling me that I'm causing trouble, it means you are saying that I am not a bastard. I am a real Ibadan man. We are born to cause trouble. He said, at the age of 76, I said, well, it doesn't matter. You are repeating my age when you say you don't know now. They said you are the one removing billboard. I said, I'm even doing more than that. Not only the billboard, I'm even attacking the vehicle of the... He said, why are you doing that? I said, we don't want this man there. This is the man we want. And that is all. I sat down there. He said, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
That's President Obasanjo.
Yes, Obasanjo asked me. He said, what legacy do you want to leave behind at the age of 76 that you are causing trouble? I said, well, you came to Makur last time to address rally. It was more than myself, Chivakilo were there, Adwikile were there. You never mentioned their name. More than 9 times you were repeating my name. Chivadedibu, Odowo. You never mentioned other names. I said, why? That is one of the legacy. The other legacy is that they told you I'm causing trouble, and that is why you are here. that Adedibu is causing trouble and you are here, the president of the country, is a legacy. So I'll be causing trouble and call you to be here. So he started to laugh that I have never come across this type of life. I said, that is a legacy, sufficient for me to live upon as a legacy. You are here now. You are sitting down near me. And what you come for is that because I'm causing trouble. Adedibu is causing trouble, let's go to Oyo State. Is that not a legacy? He said, I don't know what to say again. Then I took my hand into my pocket and brought out a letter written by one section of Oyo State because we have molested them so much. They have to apologize for removing that billboard. Then I told Obasanjo, I said, look, this is the letter they wrote. They have apologized to us. He got the letter. How did you? Ẹ̀yin ò dẹ̀ ṣe wá pé àbúrò yín governor kẹ́rẹ̀ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Mr. President, you are trying to cheat me. You went to university. Lam Adesina went. Ladoja went. Babalaye, who is the oldest person here, went to university. Bode George went to university. That I don't go to university. You are pleading to me now to call Lam Adesina. Why can't he call his own younger brother and tell him, what are you saying now? I say, you know that anybody, do I go to university? Do I know more than what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. You know more than what I'm doing. He said, well, then he took my hand. I said, that is your gift from God. I can't say more. That is Ibadan. Then Babalade said, Lamidi, you know you are my son. And you know the years have been nursing you, putting you in my mind, doing everything you want. Why do you go around secretariat and be shooting gun? I said, because we want to take the government from Lam Adesina. He said, can that be right? I said, Baba, the day Awolowo was installed as the premier of the region, we paid £2 for the use of Mako Hall. The NCNC was in control. Adedibu was the chairman of the council. They issued the permit to us. Before Awolowo came from the secretariat, where he went elsewhere as the premier of the region, Adedibu had locked the door. When I was forcing the door open, you were standing with me, Baba, and they said, yeah, it is true, I was with you. Well, then Obasanjo said, what, Baba, what do you want us to say again? Baba, do you mean by my follow? What is different now? What is, Then Obasanjo stood up and said, well, I better take excuse. I said, no, you cannot go. Mr. President, you are our father here. You cannot just do like Akintola. If 25 people gave evidence before Akintola, all of them will be right. And everybody will be laughing. I said, who is guilty now? Who is guilty? Is it me or Lam Adesina or his government? Then he now said, Lam, didn't I tell you? Between you and myself, haven't we discussed? He said, I've told him the governor is wrong. The governor is wrong. I said, well, thank you very much. Then we now stood up. Protocol demand that he should go first. Lam Adesina should follow him. So the two of them were moving forward. And crowd outside, the PDP and the crowd was so strong that he wanted to seize that opportunity to show that he's very familiar with Obasanjo. Then I penetrate within the two of them. I just push them apart. Obasanjo, who is that? I said, it is me. He said, Baba Adedibu, what do you want again? I said, I want the governor to introduce me to you. He said, the governor was saying that this is our Baba, Chief Adedibu, and so on, pillar of PDP. Then the governor now withdraw him nearer. He said, Emma told you one. Emma told you one. Because he loved him. I said, he doesn't take care of us. You gave me 275,000 since we have been running your government. You now want to re-enter again. Oh no, that means what you're telling you. We now do think it's possible. And the military men who are there by not election, they come to my house. Are they not coming to my house? You feel it is easy for anybody to rule this country without, to rule this or your state without seeing me?
Even the military.
You know how they are taking care of me. Can it be possible? They won't sleep well. They won't sleep well. I said, he has given me just 275,000 since he has been the ruler of the state. You now want to return there. That means what you have tell it to do. About the journey, even the president repeated it about 3 weeks ago when I was with him. He said he always wanted the people to talk. Because the way they talk, particularly Chief Adedibu, he said, the man is plain. I will tell what is in my mind. I will say what exactly I have in mind. To me, the body judge was there. He said, I'm always Adedibu. Adedibu is Obasanjo. I said, okay, you say you don't want people to flatter you. You are flattering me now. Right? Do I have a red pen to write? When you are saying you are Adedibu, do I have a pen to write? I don't have a red pen to write.
The red pen is the mark of authority of the government.
And you said, I'm Adedibu. Wherever Adedibu is myself, wherever he is. I said, can that be true? Can I preside over the meeting of executive on Wednesday? So he said he always want me to talk because he believed the way we people in Ibadan talk, particularly myself. He said so. So I want to tell you again, when they sent presidential jet to bring the leaders of the party to Abuja,
Western regional leaders of the party.
Yes, particularly the people of Oyo State. Okay. They sent Baba Kiloyi and so on, Akinde, all of us, we went there, Elewi, Baba Olopoenya, all the stakeholders of the party. And we were there. The National Working Committee of the party invited us there. And they delivered the message of Mr. President to us that they don't want Ladoja and Adeojo to run for the governorship. All the leaders who went from your state said yes, they agree. And after the whole said and done, I stood up, I said, these people are just saying it. I am the field man there. I'm the one who knows what is happening there. Leave the truth to me. You cannot sit down here and tell us what to do. You cannot. You cannot dictate to us as to who is going to be our candidate. The candidate is going to be a man among the two of them. One we score higher. The other one we have a distance second. And Ladoja had 150, while Ladoja has 80 votes. Immediately we get home, I first of all phoned our leader, Chief George, that we have just arrived now. That was 10 after 1. He said there was no quarrel with each other. And I phoned Mr. President. He was very happy. He said it on the television on the second day that I telephoned him and I told him that everything went well. If I submitted to what Shivakile and others said, he couldn't have run. He couldn't have run because they never allow him to. So if it was more money that he will go to another party, I said, don't say that. If you go to another party, you are going to lose. I'm going to stand by you. You can remember the day, what I did that day. God knows.
Sir, from your experience that is installing governors, how much does it take for a governor to emerge? I'm looking at the financial implication. And another question is, where are we going in 2007 regarding presidential election? The gladiators are either IBB or Atiku. What is your impression about the two of them?
Well, on the first question you ask, people will testify to it, and Ladoja himself will admit that he had no money before he became governor. He had money before, but that business has collapsed. He has got no money again. So that is why now he's a grabber. He wants the money back. He has even got more than what he had before. So that is about that. He didn't have money. He didn't have money. Just how God wanted him there. He doesn't spend any money. He doesn't have. So on the issue of Babangida and Atiku, well, certainly the head of state has taken me into confidence, and I believe in him. We have held meeting with the leaders of the party in Yoruba land, and we have mandated the head of state to choose a candidate for us, to tell us where it's going. We don't want somebody who will come there and destroy the good work he has established. So we are not free. We don't have free hand. We are looking up to him to tell us where to go. I have my candidate in my own mind, but I won't go beyond his own directive. If I tell you my candidate now, it means I'm opposing to the president. And we said it generally within leaders of Yorubas, and we said we gave him mandate to tell us whenever he wishes that this is the person we want. And again, he had me in confidence and told me personally, and I gave him my undertaking that we will be expecting from him to tell us whom he wants. We won't go beyond that.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been a pleasure having you as our guest. We look forward to sitting down with you again whenever you are in London or when we are visiting Ibadan in Nigeria. Thank you, sir.